Hey, it's Rick here, and I thought we'd take a quick walk out here through the yard and check out the garden. We haven't done a garden update video lately, so come along for the ride.
Welcome to RCindustry.
Yeah, the old war wagon's sitting out here. Time to sell it, guys. Yeah. But hey, here's the pear tree, and now that pear there don't look too good. We'll just get rid of him. But there's one there. They're looking pretty good. I actually am going to spray them today. We had rain yesterday, so I want to spray them today. And there's apples, and I can't remember if this is the Fuji apple tree. I never can remember. This one always has the apples way up high. Let's see. So you can see some right there. So they're there, looking good. And then this one is the Granny Smith apple. It always has a lot of them on there. So yeah, it's loaded again. This one makes really good applesauce. I don't know how many quarts of applesauce we made last year, but it was a ton of them, and I'm certainly not going to make any more this year because we still have some from last year. And then this one is the I forget what this one is called. Let's see. I'll think of it in a little bit. This one wasn't supposed to be a dwarf tree, but it is a dwarf tree, but it puts out a lot of fruit. But the deer, of course, through the years have just practically destroyed this tree. But for a couple of years we had it tied back and got it kind of straight. So anyway, that's the way we have a lot of deer problems here. Oh yeah, the old 72 made it back. That's my son's truck. So, and we got finally, after 10 years of living here, we finally got this front area landscaped, and we put some flowers in there and some different stuff. So, and the irises are always pretty, but anyway, we finally got that done. But let's get back here and check out the garden. All right, show you more. It's kind of windy back here. If it's windy, I'm sorry, I apologize for that. But so we got gourds growing here, and there were gourds coming up here, but I don't know what happened with those. They kind of died. Got some more gourds there. And these are our loofahs down here. They haven't really started vining yet. And then there's some more gourds over here. Actually, that one's trying to grow over here. I think we ought to make him vine up on the fence. So, now, if you watched the last gardening video when I did some planting out here, you'll remember that I planted some potatoes, and I normally don't plant potatoes because they're just a lot of work and whatever. But we had some eyes, and so these things are, look at this. I mean, they are just putting potatoes, they're just busting out of the ground. And this is a little one, but I pulled some out the other day. They're as big around as my fist. So as soon as these vines turn brown, I'm going to get in there and see how many potatoes we get. But the lettuce, it's hot enough now that the lettuce is, kind of finishing up. It's not going to be doing too much more. And the spinach, I had a row of spinach here and one on the back side that we'll look at in a minute, and it's just about done too. It doesn't do well in the heat. And as far as radishes go, just a few left. The arugula was planted here. That's what all this is, and it went to seed, so I pulled all that up. These are our pole beans, and they're beginning to vine up here. And the tomatoes, if you remember right, I just planted seed. I had several seeds. We got some from the Purdue agent here in town that was giving away free seeds. And I think I don't know, I forget, maybe a subscriber sent me some tomato seeds. I forget now. But I just planted 3 different kinds. One of them is a cherry tomato. I have no idea which is which now anymore. My little papers and stuff that I used to mark everything with kind of got washed away. I might have to come up with a better thing to do that with. But we got peas here. I need to get my peas picked today probably. And because they kind of grew up on the back side of this, and then we had planted the the pole beans on the front side, so they're starting to vine up like they are on the other side. The idea was to let that vine all the way across, and so we'll see what happens. And then we're back to our potatoes and carrots, and I've been pulling carrots out of there too, so we've been eating that, and we got our green onions over there. So let's take a walk back to the other garden area, because one of the subscribers gave us some watermelon seeds. So let's go see how they're doing. This is our original little garden spot. And what's happening here is the asparagus is starting to overtake this whole garden area, which is great because I love asparagus. But it's getting where I can't plant other things in here, because right down there is a hill of watermelons. And then you can see that there's some right there too, which I need to get in there and you know, weed it, which I'm going to do today. And then these are either honeydew melons or mushmelons or something like that. But these are the little handheld personal watermelons that Abundant Acres sent us. So I'm definitely want to get in there and weed that, and I'm going to try to tie back these asparagus because they're kind of shading it and it needs some sun. So that's one of the things I'm going to do today. So, but we'll keep you updated on the progress of these. If you haven't checked out Abundant Acres' YouTube channel, you should go do that. They live in central Indiana. I would consider central Indiana, and they have all kinds of stuff going on in their little mini farm kind of place. So anyway, check them out. And then the rhubarb is doing real well this year. Finally, I think I'm getting some decent rhubarb. So I want to divide this big clump out this fall and move some of it around, because eventually I'd like to get this whole thing full of rhubarb. So there, let's look at the hops. So the hops are coming up on this trellis thing that we built. You can go back and watch the video. A couple of years ago we built this trellis for the hops. So yeah, it's beginning to grow up on there. It hasn't started blooming yet. So, and this side this year actually got more of it coming up. So we have actually 2 vines on this side now. So this stuff will spread. Looks like this little duker's kind of going the wrong direction here. We probably should put him up here and get him to train up that way some way. I don't know how exactly, but get him up there like that. All right, so that's about all we got going on today out here. I gotta get the lawnmower out and do some yard work, and I've actually got to work on the lawnmower a little bit. And I think this is going to be the next project on the channel. The old tilt bed trailer, she's got a flat here, and you know, it just needs a little TLC. It needs a little paint, and one of these boards on here is loose, but yeah, we got to drag that baby out, and of course the old CrustyChrysler is just kind of sitting here waiting for the trip to Sykeston, I guess, this fall. So anyway, long today, and thanks for supporting the channel the way you guys do, and I appreciate that, and would like to have everybody that actually watches the videos to subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers now, and I think that would be really cool if we could get up to 1,000. So be sure and share and like, and we just appreciate you coming around and watching, keeping up with what's going on. So like always, we're making it just like brand used here on this channel, baby.
I was walking down the street, I was minding my own affair.
Run, Tallulah, run!
Hi, baby.